Hey y'all. Sorry it took me so long. I was trying to fix my hair. Hey. Okay, so we're going to be talking about is attachment keeping you from the life that you want? I think so. A lot of ladies have issues with attachment. So we're going to discuss those issues. I'm going to let a few more people come in, say hi to everyone. Hi to everyone. Hey. So if you're attached to an idea, a person, a friend, a way of living, those are things that can hold you back. And it's all you and no one else's fault because, your attachment is what is keeping you there. It's not them. They're not holding you hostage and forcing you to stay. They are basically letting you know sometimes that, they can take you or leave you. But sometimes it's us that want to cling on and not let go because it's something that we're used to, we're comfortable with, or we've had so long that we don't know how to function without it. But that's the whole point of leveling up, to experience something new and totally different. And when you experience something new and totally different, that also includes different people, different places, different mindsets. So if you are unable to mentally unattach to your old self and your old life, you can't fully be in the now to level up or to be your best. So it's kind of like you're going to be stuck on the fence. And when you're stuck on the fence, you can't really do anything because you stuck. And being stuck on the fence is kind of like not choosing a side. Do you want to be this person or do you want to go back to being the old person that didn't really get what they wanted in life? So if you, thank you, this lip color, this is number 18 on my Poshmark. And today only, if you order $30 worth of merchandise on my Poshmark, you get this lip color free. It's an $18 value. So I wore it so that I could advertise it. It's a pretty mauve color that's a little bit darker. So yeah, and if you order on my Poshmark store, make sure if you're going to buy more than one item, click on the picture of the item, scroll down, hit create a bundle or start a bundle, and then whatever else you add, do the same thing, and then scroll down and click add to bundle because a lot of people are buying separate, and then you can bundle stuff on there. So thank you. So we're going to be talking about attachment. Attachment can work for you or against you depending on what you're attached to. If you want to be attached to something, attach yourself to something that is beneficial. Attach yourself to doing something every day. That will replace whatever you're detaching from, and you won't feel as if you're losing something. So let's say you have a friend that you're having to let go or see less of because you're going in two different directions. Well, maybe you can find a friend that's going in the same direction as you are or already where you want to be. Or you can, you know, be around people that are going where you want to be and eventually probably meet somebody and find a friend. But you have to replace them with something new. Um, Letting go of old habits of leaving the house looking crazy. Throw all your crazy clothes away. You have no choice. You know, throw throw stuff away that makes you um, you know, go in the opposite direction. Right. Attached to a dusty, please smack sense into me. Okay, Esmeralda. Um, Imagine your life in 5 years if you're still with that dusty, or if you had stayed with that dusty. And then imagine if you had left, what would the possibilities be? Think in your mind every time you see that dusty, the poor, broke life that you will have, and how he will probably cheat on you and leave you in the future anyway. And you will have just wasted time, energy, your looks, and all of that, and still be broke. Just think of that. Just always look into the future, get your crystal ball, and look into the future 5 to 10 years and see where that dusty is going to take you. Okay. And when you do that, it'll be very easy to detach. And a good way to do that is to look at a dusty that you've known already for 5 years and see where they are right now. See if they've gone and done anything with themselves. Most likely they haven't. And so, most likely, your dusty won't either. So, look around and see what, these people that you're attached to are, going towards. And if you don't want to go that direction, then it's going to be easier to detach. Right. Right. It's easy to detach for me personally because I guess it's because my spiritual beliefs, to truly understand uh, what you're actually attached to is very helpful. What are you attached to? It's not the person, they could be anybody. It's the attachment to something that you felt safe or comfortable with, you know. It's something that it's fear that you're attached to, fear of not being able to do better. So you have to let those things go. Ask yourself, why am I afraid to leave? I can only do better because there's no way I'm going to do worse than this. So a lot of times it's fear and fear based, and that's why people are afraid to detach. Also, it's being labeled, "Oh, she's changed. Oh, she don't want to hang out with us anymore." Da 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 da. Well, what do you think they say about celebrities who started off hanging around people who weren't doing anything with their lives? Do you think that they're still sitting around that person saying, "Oh, he don't want to hang out with us anymore because he's famous and got a plane and you know millions and billions of dollars"? No, they're not talking about that anymore. They already know that they were what I call cut from different cloths, and so they don't expect someone like that to stay with them and be on their level. So look at Beyonce, right? So the best thing you can do for friends like that is to level up so that they have something to aspire to when you level up so much that you don't even deal with them no more. Believe it or not, when you stop dealing with certain people, when you stop dealing with certain people and you don't talk to them anymore, and they can see you on social media and A, B, C, and D, they're going to start watching you and following what you're doing, and maybe implementing it in their lives too, because they have seen you grow into something that they are, into something that they want to be. And without you knowing, they're going to go ahead and level up on their own. And you may bump into them one day. You may see them again if they decide to detach from their lifestyle. Thank you, Nadia P. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, attaching in the first place is wrong. You should always be ready to get up and leave at any time. Okay. You you always need to be ready to go at any given moment and not feel bad about it. Because if you can do that, it means you know your value and they know your value. Mhm. If they know that you are ready and able to leave at any given moment, first of all, they will either be on their best behavior or they will not try to hold you. They won't try to hold you back because they already know they can't offer you anything. So always have the means, always have the ability to get up out of a situation so that you don't feel attached by fear or lack. Most of y'all aren't really attached. Y'all are just in lack or in fear. That's it. Like, um, if you had no fear that you could get a man that would take care of you with no problem, you'd be gone in a second and detach in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. You wouldn't worry about what this person is doing over here or how much you loved them, even though they did you wrong, or can't pay for you and can't even afford to start a family or marry you or buy you a ring or take you to dinner. You're going to be done with that. Thank you, Red Rose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me read this. My life is so much better since I found you. Thank you so much for caring enough about us to share your advice. We truly needed your love. Oh, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, right. So don't let people make you feel guilty for detaching and moving on. You know, don't allow people to make you feel guilty for that because that is your choice. You don't have to have certain people in your life if you don't want to. Okay. Just like people don't have to hire you if they don't want to. So oh, Vanessa, your spiritual problems are way off. Me and James been married so long. She's saying we have a relationship problem. Me and James been married so long. We are a relationship. Okay. That's how that is. We are a relationship. That's what that is. But when you're with someone that long, you don't have problems anymore. It's like you're over everything. It's like, oh well, whatever. We're like an old married couple. So sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint. Maybe I'll make something up to give y'all something juicy to gossip about. Maybe I'll make something up later, but I'll give y'all some clickbait or something. But anyway, so you know, attachment, even to family members, you know, remember you can still always love someone, call them, write them, but you don't have to be around them every day. Mhm. How could I pursue the goal after underestimate a guy thinking, what? Mm, the question got away from me. Okay, so my father's child is a drug dealer and plenty of money, but won't give me any of it. He buys the baby everything he needs, but don't give me cash. How do I milk the cow? File child support. Girl, if you want that money, you know what you got to go do. Either demand the money or call them child support people. How you doing? Hmm? Always talking down to me like I don't deserve better. Who do that? That's sad. Don't let them do that. If you get on child support, you'll get less. She ain't getting nothing now, or she getting very little. Go get a sugar daddy then. Hey, I will go get a sugar daddy and don't even need his little extra change. And I would file child support because I'm just greedy. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna get the child support, sugar daddy. I'm gonna have it all. I don't know why y'all are so nice. Ain't nothing nice about withholding money. Okay, Jasmine. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I have been leveling up and landed a provider man that works for Google. He already told me he loves me. Should I say it back, even though I don't? No, don't say it back right away. Say, oh, and hold his hand and say, Something like, "Oh, you are so special to me as well." That way he still has to work for you. If you say I love you already, the next step is he gonna try to get you in the bed. Hope you ain't slept with him. So you gotta string that love thing along. You're so special to me. You mean so much to me as well. Give him a hug, kiss him on the cheek or whatever, and be like, no, you don't have to come harder to love. You have to come with some money. How to manipulate baby daddy to give me more money and still provide for me and our kids. Put him on child support. I don't know why you keep asking me because that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. A man is not going to give you anything he is not required to give you, especially if y'all aren't together. You know what I mean? I mean, there's no secret way for you to get money out of a baby daddy who ain't giving you it already, except to file child support. Tell him, I'm going to file child support and see if he starts giving you more money. You can threaten him with that and see if he starts giving you more money. But after that, if you don't budge, start filing. You can file online for free. How do you deal with toxic family if you live together and can't move? Be gone when they're home. Be gone when they're home. When they come home, you leave. You go out, hang out your friend's house, go freestyling. When they walking in, you walking out. You see? Be busy. Be gone. Okay. That way you don't have to talk to them and they don't have to talk to you. Just speak in passing. Hi, how you doing? Hope you had a good day. I'm out. If you at home all the time and they got time to sit there and analyze everything you're doing, of course they're gonna be toxic and get on your nerves because you still live in their house and they're controlling you. So you have to get out of the house and go do something else. I don't care. Go to the gym, go outside, go to the park, go in the backyard, do something. um, that's what happens when you're older and you must leave the house. That's kind of like the nudge to get up out of there when you can't be there anymore. hmm The only thing women bring to the table is her virginity. Now that women are reject their roles, men have rejected them. Real. You got to pay for virginity these days, sir. So if you ain't got no real money, you good luck. They selling that for what, $1 million now, hundreds of thousands. You ain't got no virgin money, baby, unless you gonna convert to Islam. Okay. Um, Come back when you got some virgin money. Try to sit down with James and solve your problems. Vanessa, we don't have any problems. The only problems that we have is people that are always trying to be in our business online, like you. We have no problems at all. Your intuition is off. You might need to meditate or something. I feel that you have no life. Let me get my intuition on. You have no life. That's my intuition telling me. Okay. Virgin Money is a catchy title for a song. It sure is. Rick Ross was singing it too, right, Renee? um, don't avoid the problem. Okay, I won't avoid it. You're right. I'm gonna go tell James right now and buy me some more jewelry. Thank you. Thank you for all your help. Shira, you are a tall woman. What advice can you give to us? I'm 5'9". I've seen taller women than me. I saw a taller lady yesterday in the store. She's very tall, like probably about 6'3" or higher or taller. Um, be who you are. Stand tall, baby. Stand tall. I think Being tall is a turn on to many people, but you have to own it first. You got to own it. Don't walk around like you're embarrassed to be tall. Stand up straight, wear your heels, look cute. Okay. People will think, wow, look at that person. Look at that beautiful woman. You know, T Law, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sis, you dropped the gems. Thank you. I saw this movie on Netflix. It was called The Tall Girl or something like that. But this girl in high school was very tall. It's pretty decent. Layla made me watch it because she's tall. Um, Hi, Shira. I'm a regular. Hey, Janice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Amy. Um, you saw the movie? Cool. Your parents have money, but very stingy. I used my dad's credit card and he found out. Now he can't trust me and canceled it. His card. What can I do to get back his trust? Girl. Ask him for some chores and a job to do. Ask how you can earn that money. Say, what can I do every week to get this much money? And have your price. The same way you go to a sugar daddy, you go to your parents. How about a weekly allowance or a monthly allowance if I do A, B, C, and D? If I wash the car or, you know, do this, that, blah, 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 feed the dogs, whatever y'all do. And you give me this much a week. Take some responsibility off their plate and they may give you some money. Thank you, Grace Jones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Love you, Shira. Thank you for your insight. Okay, because parents ain't gonna just hand you money over and over. You gotta do something or get a job. Okay. Um, Hi, Shira. You are an attractive female, but you have a permanent defect about you, physical, due to an accident. How can you own that and not let it bring you down? Dealing with new men, own it, right? Um, a permanent defect. It would depend on what the permanent defect was and how beautiful you look. You know what I'm saying? And also your target. There are people that are born looking like they have a permanent defect because they're not very attractive. But if you are attractive and have a permanent defect and you pick that type of target, then they probably won't mind at all. You know what I'm saying? It's your target that matters. Like missing a finger, arm, or a leg. What? Paul McCartney's ex-wife had one leg, and she got half his money, baby. She hopped up there with her prosthetic and took it all. Don't let nothing hold you back. You know, own it. She owned it. She was a model. Okay. Mhm. So eyelash extensions gave you an infection. What eyelashes do you recommend? I recommend my magnetic liner eyelashes on my Poshmark store. It's the second link in my description box. And they come with two pair of lashes, and you just paint on your liner with the magnet stuff already in it. I don't have them all right now, but and then you just lay the lash right on top, and it will stick to your uh, magnetic liner, and then you just take it off at night. It's just like a magnet, and it won't give you any infections. You can wash the lashes. There's no glue, and you'll be fine. Yes, a lot of people are allergic to that because it has like hair dye in it, or the glue has too much chemicals in it, or whatever. So and people are very sensitive. Hmm. Okay. No, you can put it right on when it's still wet, baby. In fact, it works better if you put the lash on when the liner is still wet. It sticks better. Okay. Advice for detachment and the loneliness that comes with girl. I get lonely. Yeah, yeah. You got to replace. I told you you have to replace that person either with another person, you know, hang around family if you get along with them, friends. You need to replace that person. Like invite someone to, to stay over for a week from out of town, like a family member, a friend. Anything to keep you from feeling alone. Get you a roommate, charge for some rent, get you some extra spending money. If you got a two-bedroom or a one-bedroom and a couch bed or whatever, rent out a room and get your money, and you'll have someone in your house. You won't feel lonely. Or you could just go start dating someone else, a rebound person. But if you feel lonely, it's not psychologically, you're not lonely. What it is that you miss interaction. You miss interaction. So maybe you could talk to someone on the phone, talk to someone online, go out and mingle with people. Because it's not that you're lonely, it's that you just miss the interaction with another being. So get out more, get out more, and you won't be lonely. Hmm. You miss the exchange. That's it. Spiritual, how do you detach like a person is gone, but you still feel their presence? Sage, spray. Um, mhm. Yeah, I'm having like a special. If you buy $30 worth of product today on my Poshmark, you can get this free lip color. Yes. But it has to be today only, Friday, September 26th, 2019, if y'all are watching this in the future. Okay. Mhm. Thank you. If you are just starting to date a guy 3 weeks and his birthday comes up within the first this time, should you send something to acknowledge the day? An edible ring? Girl, no. He 53, you 30, a card, baby. Get him a nice card. Don't go all out for him. Has he gone all out for you? Has he sent you anything? Has he even sent you flowers? Okay, don't do any extra that he has not done for you. Okay. Has he personally had something delivered to you? Has he taken that initiative? If not, you just go ahead and give him a card when you see him. Don't mail it to him. That's too much thinking and thought, but give it to him when you see him. A card. Okay. Because if you do too much, you're gonna be pick Misha. Don't do no edible arrangements. Don't send him nothing. Don't try to be his mama. Don't try to surprise him. Don't try to do what you do for Dusty. Card. That is it. Maybe you can write something nice in it. It's been wonderful spending this time with you. Wishing you a happy birthday. More to come. Hopefully, I'll be there. Something stupid like that. And that's it. Hmm. Someone said, and kiss it with some lipstick. Right. Your husband wants you to lose, but also shames you. You mean lose weight? Shame him for his bank account. And I whoop. Like, shoot, what am I losing weight for? What you gonna do? Take me out, spend money on me when I'm skinny? Thank you, TV. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to ask for a monthly rent money without being awkward. Say it's for something else, or tell them you lost your job and you're gonna need some help. See if they offer it. If they don't offer it, they're probably not gonna do it, and just don't entertain them that much longer if they're not willing to help you. Hmm. Right. My aunt paid for the popcorn and drinks on her second date with a guy. She's on her second divorce. Oh no, that's why, huh? Dating a doctor has not have not been intimate. He's into backdoor activity. What do you do? Don't do it if you ain't into it. It takes two. If one is into it and the other one ain't, oh well. So sorry for you. Get the ring though. Get that ring. Get that marriage license. We can deal with that later. You can actually pull that out in the marriage. You can be like, "Well, I don't know yet. I'm not ready yet. You know, it's gonna take a lot for me to want to do that." And you know, you can milk gifts, vacations. Well, maybe if we go on vacation and I'm more relaxed, you could just milk a bunch of stuff out of that. He already paid my last month rent. He agreed to it every month, just wondering how to ask for it monthly if he forgets. Ask him like to send like make a PayPal and send him an invoice for an automatic payment every month. Or ask him to put um, direct deposit into your account every month from his bank so he doesn't forget because you're trying to build your credit up and you want your rent to be on time. And it can mess up your credit if you have to wait and it's late. So just ask them for a direct deposit. Mhm. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Should we not do stuff that we're not into to please him? I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I would never do it. I would make him think something may or may not happen depending on his actions and his generosity, and I would still probably never do it. But that's just me. But, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know. Like, if I do that, then you'll start treating me different. And I don't, how do I know that you really, want me for me? And, you know, you don't take me out as much as you used to. You used to have gifts for me every weekend. Now it's changing. Girl, get extra all the time, every day. I have never been on a date with a lawyer professor until now. He's 52, wants to talk on the phone tonight. How can I benefit financially for time? Thank you, Libeless. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, you can talk about, like, when he asks you about yourself, tell him the things that you really like and make sure that they're all very expensive and the things that you like to do are expensive and um, act like you already deserve the best. And so he'll probably get out with the dog. He'll probably offer you something to impress you on that same level, you know. Mhm. Okay. Trying to read some of these questions, but this was supposed to be about attachment and detaching. Well, let's talk about detaching from fear of leveling up and fear of what to say on a date and fear of A, B, C, and D. So, a lot of women are afraid to really stand out, look their best, and claim, their value. A lot of women who claim to be leveled up may not even have a full face of makeup on when they go out. A lot of women who claim to be leveled up may not wear the right outfit and blend in with the rest of the crowd. So if you're going to detach from your old life, you need to really detach and start something new. You need to be a whole different person as far as what you look like when you step out of your house. That means if you used to go out with jeans and neon color hair and um, you know sneakers on, or however you rolled out of the bed, then you need to come out looking like someone's wife that has some money, or someone's sexy wife who has money and has leisure lunches. That's how you need to come out looking. You don't need to look like something in between. You don't need to look like a more leveled up version of your old self. You need to look like the fantasy. Okay. You're not leveled up if you still have the same wardrobe that you did when you started off. If you still have the makeup routine that you had when you started off, you're not leveled up. Um, a lot of ladies um, who are in the level up process, and they don't realize that it's go hard or go home. There's too much competition out there to be attached to fear of standing out when that's exactly what you want to do. Why would you do all your makeup, get new clothes, spend a long time on your hair to go and blend in? That makes zero sense. So if you're blending in, then you need to detach from the fear of standing out. You should stand out. If you stand out, people will notice you and want to speak to you. If you blend in and look like everyone else or blah, no one is going to want to talk to you. Okay. So you need to get out of that fear of standing out. I've seen so many women, well, I can't wear that color, or I can't wear that color lipstick, or, I'm not used to wearing all that makeup. Well, then get used to being looked over as usual. Okay. Get used to being looked over as usual, because it's about change, not you're too attached to the old self that wasn't getting anywhere. Okay. If you can't detach from your old self, how are you supposed to become your new self and get a new lifestyle? It doesn't make sense. So, and when I say stand out, I don't mean in a negative way. I mean in a positive way. So, yeah, be fierce and bold, right? Beloved. How come your advice sounds easy online, but out here it's a crazy world? You are a different goddess than us. Because that's how I think. Slide divine, you gotta think you're a goddess. How does a goddess walk into a place? Y'all remember when Aaliyah walked into that bar on that vampire movie? That's how you walk into place as a goddess. Okay. You can't be afraid to do that. That's just how you gotta do it. You can't be afraid to act like what you know you are. That's it. Mhm. Good. Mhm. That vampire movie, Queen of the Damned, y'all need to go check it out. Aaliyah was the queen vampire, and how she walked into that bar. That's how you need to walk in. Not literally, but that's how you need to feel yourself whenever you go somewhere. If you're not feeling yourself, no one else will. Listen to that Beyonce, Nicki Minaj remix. I feeling myself before you go in. Whatever. But you need to. It's easy to do if you walk in like you are the prize. Thank you, Maria. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you walk in a place like, okay, I'm here, best one approach. That's how you walk in a place. People are going to feel that energy from you and do exactly that. Okay. But you gotta look the part and act the part. Slide divine, yes. I do have a book. They're all listed below in the description bar. They're on Amazon. It's called How to Manifest with Dark Energy, and another one, Turn a Curse into a Blessing. Those books will tell you how to think and get what you want in life. It's a it's a mental level up. Hmm. How to not feel like a fake. Um, Look around you and understand that everything is fake. Everything is fake, baby. Everything you see is fake. Okay. The hamburger on the commercial that you sit in the drive-through with don't look like that when you get it, but you still paying. Okay. Everything appears fake. It's like icing on a cake. Danielle, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. What are some top ways to stay focused on ourselves? You're the truth, beautiful. The more I care about him, the less he cares. Time to focus. Yep. Stop caring about him. In fact, don't even care about him until he done got you the ring, deeds, and more. Your job is to care about you and allow him to care about you as well, and to acknowledge his presence, respect him, and be grateful for his generosity until he takes you off the market and signs a contract to be your husband and provider and protector. Okay. So just think about it like that. You don't owe a man a thing. Your very presence is your payment. Fear as a factor. I attract too many haters. Thank you, Enchanting Maria. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's gonna happen. Um, but the higher you get, the more people like you will start surrounding you, and there'll be less and less haters as you level up. And then you won't even really be paying attention or caring what people think about you that are not even on your level, you know? So you bought him a watch for his birthday because his birthday was before mine, and I told him he gives me something cheap. Girl, I told y'all, don't be buying them dudes nothing. Card. Thanks, girl. Thank you, was it CI Shades? Thank you, girl. I've been leveling up now on dating sites, have potential sugar daddies lined up, haven't had previous arrangements. Any advice for first dates? Yeah, don't talk too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let him do all the talking, laugh at his jokes. Don't try to correct him, act like he's the smart one. Don't tell him what you do for a living. Don't tell him if you have kids either. Always turn the conversation right back to him and act like you're very impressed and, you know, he's so smart, he's so funny, da da da. You're having the best time. You haven't had this much fun in a long time. That. Say all of that. Mhm. Why do so many dusties on the down low participate in your chats? Because they like me. Duh. The truth even resonates with dusties. They know the truth. It may hurt, but they know. What do you do when you don't think you care about him because you don't shower him with attention? Um, Give him scheduled attention on a daily basis. Like have a ritual, a pattern, something that you do every day with like it's automatic. That way he cannot complain. You know how guys have you on a rotation? Good morning, beautiful. And he just texts 10 people at the same time. Do that. Almost repeat it as if it's rehearsed. Like when you see him, oh, you look so nice today, dear. Where are we going to eat? Oh, hey, honey, how you been doing? I'm good. I just wanted to check on you. Stuff like that, automatic checkups that are dry. He cannot complain because it's attention. He just maybe he want to receive a text and feel special. I don't know. Mhm. Right. So, what age should a man leave his mom house? I mean, it depends on if he's in school or not, but I say after 21, he should be, trying to get his first spot or sooner, depending on if he's in school or whatnot. So, My sugar daddies found out about each other. What can I do? Is it okay to have more than one? Yeah, of course it's okay to have more than one sugar daddy. We say, well, we're not exclusive. I'm still dating other guys, you know. But I really think that being exclusive is a big step. I mean, are you ready to take that step? Then that's when you can pull one in to pay all them bills. If they want to only be with you, then they got to pay the price. Just growth it. Okay. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. And all the acting and keeping the relationship attachment going. How to keep the lying from interfering with your vibe for season manifesting. Um, Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. It's not really lying, it's creating the life that you desire. Is a painting a lie? No, it's a creation. You are creating your circumstance. You are telling the person basically what they need to hear in order to manifest your desires. Ooh, that's deep, ain't it? Mhm. So it's all about perspective. Exactly, Regina. Perspective. There is no guilt. There's only perspective. Okay. Lie is a creation. Don't you have to make it up? Don't you have to be creative? Okay. Sometimes, um, like your perspective is that's what it's all about. What if he doesn't want to give you the ring until you show that you care by being generous and buying little things to make him feel special? Cards, candy bars, anything that costs less than $2, go for it, baby. Girl, you can go to the Dollar Tree and clean up. Thank you, Krista. Hi, Shira. How do you weed out dusties when you get approached in a lot? Talking points before giving my time and going on a date. Or when you get approached a lot, how do you weed out dusties? Um, you can weed out dusties by always looking like they cannot afford you. You can weed out dusties by when you introduce yourself or when they introduce themselves to be extra super de duper proper and introduce yourself. It's like, hi, I'm Melody. How are you? Um, did you just come from work? Oh, where do you work? Then that's how you weed them out. If you already have an inkling that they're dusty, just go ahead and ask them about work. First question. The guy you're talking to bought you the cheapest gift, but I know he's rich. What should I do? Throw it back at him, baby. That's what I did to James. The first time he ever bought me jewelry, I threw it at him because it was like the cheap stuff that you can buy for $99. I'm like, I can buy this for myself. I don't want this. You know, okay, I'm gonna be embarrassed to wear this. My mom gave me nicer jewelry than this. No, reject. Thank you, 3A. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You have to hold. You know, if you accept what they give you, they'll keep giving you cheap stuff. Throw it. Tell them it's like my mom does better than this. You know, use his money to buy him a nice gift. Linnell Moore, Lindell Moore. Use his money to buy you a nice gift and go to the Dollar Tree and make him a gift basket with the change that you get. Put his favorite candy in there, put his favorite drinks in there, put some socks in there. Y'all know men always need socks. They got some black socks at the Dollar Tree. Make sure you put some like, mhm, put his favorite snack in there. But get one of them dollar books in the book section that looks interesting. Stick that book in there. Girl, get you a Dollar Tree gift basket and call it a day. It'll look like you thought about him and tried to really figure out what he likes, and it took time and it's special. And it probably cost less than $5. Thank you, Tiara. I have expressed my needs and expectation, but he wants me to relocate to Arizona first, move in with him first. How do I milk it from there? He makes plenty and is older. I want my bills paid from here. Tiara. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him that you want to keep your place where you are, but you will come visit every weekend or something stupid like that. He got to pay you to come visit, or you need to get a big amount of money so that you can make that move and feel secure that you can leave anytime that you don't feel comfortable. So you're gonna need a big amount of money for you to even consider that. So that's what I would do. I need $10,000 in my account in order to take that risk and move in with you, just in case I want to move or start a business or da 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 da. I'm gonna need that from you. You know, men like that are gonna try to control you, and they ain't gonna give you no money once you move in. So get your money up front. Okay. Is a luxury auction a good place to find a wealthy man? Luxury auction. I don't know what kind of luxury, um, but an art auction or an antique auction would probably be better because that's real money. Anybody can buy it. I don't know what type of luxury you're speaking about, but I would aim higher. Men are turned off by ungrateful women. Well, that's why we have to say thank you all the time. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. If you are, that's true. Because if you're grateful, they'll do more for you. Hmm. Thank you. I've never had a man ask me to take my wig off. Men don't care. That's right, Miss Britt. They don't care. As long as it look good in public, you look good on their arm, they good. Mhm. Advice on detaching from a sabotaging mother. Move out, baby. Everyone who has family issues, and I'm going to say this one time, move out, baby. Get yourself. You can't complain where you don't pay rent, baby. You cannot complain where you have no authority. Move away. Get your get yourself a job, save up, move out. You can't change someone at that age in their house. That's their rules, baby. It means it's time to go. If you're under the age of 17 or 18, then you need to start saving now and get you a job, a weekend job, start saving because it's only going to get worse the older you get. Get your money. Or go get a sugar daddy. If you're 18 and up, and go get your money and get up out of there because, right, you're going to have to go get a job or something. How to get into luxury car dealership events. Show up. If you go into a dealership and like test drive something or look around and like fill out some type of, comment card and put your um, email address on it as a potential customer, they'll send you emails and things like that of when they're having those because I get them all the time, but I never go to them because, but right. Or you can just look them up online and show up. You're welcome. Mhm. Do you have Sprinkle Sprinkle merch? Casa of Love. No, but it's coming. I do have some Sprinkle Sprinkle brushes on my Poshmark store. And yes, these are my Sprinkle Sprinkle brushes. And I'm going to show you, I don't know if you've seen them. These are my Sprinkle Sprinkle brushes. You see they have the sprinkles in the bottom and little gold stars and the pink sprinkles. These are my Sprinkle Sprinkle brushes. So yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. But I might get some merch soon. Hmm. Those are some cute brushes. Yes. Hmm. You have a dusty boyfriend, but you're working on leveling up my looks and mindset. Then I'm out. Yep. What's keeping me from the life I want? The lack of $1 million in my bank account. Right. We need sprinkle, sprinkle teas. Okay. What color should I make them? The t-shirts. That's a good idea. I was gonna make them anyway, but I always like, what color do y'all want me? Pink. Pink. Mhm. What other color? What should the sprinkle, sprinkle color be? The words green, light pink, and lavender, dusty rose, purple, gray, black, lavender. Okay. Gold, silver. I think gold would be better. Pink and gold. Yeah, that would work. Hmm. So, yeah, back to the detachment and attachment. When people have trouble detaching from something, it means they're very dependent upon whatever that thing is. And that is a form of weakness. It's a form of weakness to be that dependent upon something, whether it's an attachment to a person due to um, loneliness, fear, not thinking you can do better, or just because you have strong feelings for them. It's a weakness because that one thing can actually ruin your entire life if you don't stay focused. That one thing can actually ruin your chance for a better relationship, a new relationship, because you can't move forward and you just sabotage the rest of your life because you can't get past something that they obviously are past. So just understand that you're holding yourself back when you can't detach from something at will. If you can't detach from something at will, what are you going to do if they detach themselves from you? Are you going to suffer? Probably. Um, so you're gonna have to learn how to do that. It's just you got to learn how to cut people off. That's just something that we have to practice and learn. That's all there is to it. Thank you. Oh, I saw somebody talking about some alpha male. Oh God, do you know that that's a dog, right? If you model yourself after a dog, then that is your issue. Okay, it said alpha is a dog. So dogs don't do anything for ungrateful women. Duh. Okay. Who wants a dog anyway? Do we live in the animal kingdom? I would like a civilized person that has civilized thought and knows my value and appreciates it. I don't want no stupid dog. I mean, as a pet, yeah, but not as a man. So, all this alpha and beta and stuff like that. Okay, we ain't in a wolf pack. We ain't in a dog pack. You're not fighting for territory. You still in your mama house. You rent. You don't even have any territory to fight for. You know. If you're alpha, then you need to be able to fight another man to be able to even be in my presence. What man is that? Whatever man I'm seeing at the moment. So does that mean that I can court and date more than two people if I'm dating, or think about dating an alpha? And do y'all have to sit down and discuss who's gonna get me and arm wrestle or something? Because that's what an alpha male is. Okay, you just don't automatically win us. There's competition with men with money. Okay, and No matter how alpha you are, the man with the money will always top and win. So if you want to be alpha anything, be alpha rich. Okay? Work on that bank account. Why do men try insulting you and lowering your self-esteem? Because they bored, ain't got nothing else to do, and want to make you lower your own standards so that they have a chance with you because they can't reach your standards. Okay. Men can't reach your standards, so they try to bring them down by bringing you down with low self-esteem because they can't climb up, baby. That's all that is. You can't climb up, you can't compete. Why do some women have to go out of their way to slight another woman? Because they can't compete. There you go. They can't compete, so they try to pull you down. It's like cheating in a race. They know they can't win, so they got to trip you, girl. Um, mhm. You're so put together. How do you do daily beauty routine? Girl, this ain't even put together. This is like hurry up and get this done so I can get on this video. I wake up and do it on a daily basis, so now it's a habit. Got to make it a habit. Habit, habit, habit. I try not to leave my house until I'm presentable. Or try not to do pretty much anything until I'm presentable. Mhm. My husband thinks I'm becoming vain because I'm in the makeup and self-care routine. Said vanity is a sin. Um, Tell him ugliness is a sin too. So you need to be somewhere in the middle. Okay. Said the Lord, the God don't like ugly. That's your response, baby. God don't like ugly. Then you good. You know what they say? God don't like ugly. He afraid somebody gonna snatch you up, so he gotta get do better. And he can't control you, so now he trying to bring God into it, girl. Bring God right back into it. Tell him God don't like ugly either. So guess what? I'm supposed to get this makeup and put it on. God don't like judgment either. You sitting over here judging me for trying to look good for you? I don't think so. Um, flip it. Right. What are some examples of how to be a damsel in distress? How do we create a lie, baby? It's all a lie. Get you some pen and paper and write down the best story ever to where nobody can say no if they truly like you. Some car issues. You have to pay your grandma's rent. You need a plane ticket for a funeral. Something, girl. Get creative. Get online, watch some creative writing videos on YouTube, and have a good time. Okay. Look good and act broke keys to success. Right. I rebuke Dusty. Men do not like. Oh, y'all are talking to each other. Okay. Thank you. Sure, I have a boyfriend credit card number. He gave me limit, but I need to buy a few more stuff. What to do? Um, Men already know you're gonna go over that limit. Just go over the limit and say you miscalculated because you don't know how to add because you're stupid. I didn't know about tax. I forgot to add the tax. Mhm. Oh, I thought I canceled that. Mhm. Just play stupid. Men run beauty industry. How they don't like makeup, I don't know. Some of them do. Many do. They just don't even realize most women are wearing makeup that say that they're not wearing makeup. Um, as for what? My mom is with a Dusty, and my brother goes to pre-K school right now. He came today with a bruise. Who knows how he really got there? Ladies, marry up. Yes, Doris. Yeah, marry up always. Don't ever marry Dusty. Don't get with a Dusty. You're gonna be wasting your whole life. Don't do that. Spare yourself. Yep, play stupid because they already think you dumb anyway. Mhm. Just say, "We'll roll it over for next month," and then he'll think it's a continuous thing. "We'll roll it over to next month." Right. Any girl from LA here? Okay, Shawnee wants to know if anybody's from LA, y'all tell her. I think she wants to try to find some friends or something. That's a little leveling up. I don't want my husband to level up his looks. I want him to level up his finances. Good. Start requiring more. Sure, my sugar daddy has a call or text me since our argument Monday. Okay, it's Thursday. I took your advice and bought myself supplies to begin my nail business with his card. Good for you, girl. He invested in you. Have your man level up your looks. I'm getting lipo for my birthday. Good for you, crown curls. Huh? Has someone who wants to be dominated, you think it's safe? Oh, you have someone who wants to be dominated, you think it's safe. To dominate somebody, it sounds safer than being submissive to me. Girl, take them to the store, make them buy you dominatrix outfits and whips and stuff. Girl, you'll be all into it. Leave a tag on, like buy extra things and then take it back. Tell say it didn't fit, girl. They'll buy stuff that they get to enjoy and they'll spend money on it. Just make sure you get that receipt. Take it right on back. Mhm. It didn't fit. It broke. I had to take it back. I got some underwear and see. He's flying you out. Should you sleep with him at the end of the trip? He's paying for everything. Nice hotel. I want girl. No. I don't know how many times I say this in my videos. That don't mean you're special at all. Did he fly you to did he fly you to a place that you actually want to vacation? Is he paying for your separate hotel room? Did he give you money for the time you're losing at work? Did he give you parking money? Did he give you money to board the fake three large dogs that cost $75 a day to board? Did he pay for shopping money because you have nothing to wear? Or did he just tell you to come fly, see him like a escort that has access to an airport? No, do not do that. I was just watching your video on what not to say on a date or never ask a man of me. How do I do this, but also make them feel as though you're impressed? Ask him how his day was at work. If you don't want to ask what he does for a living, say, "Oh, how was your day at work? And what did you do all day?" And they'll tell you some clues and hints, and they might just tell you what they do. You know, talk about your thing, and they'll offer information about their thing. Like, "Oh, my car is so dirty, I need to wash it." Oh, he'll say, "Oh, well, what type of car?" "Oh, it's just a blah 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 blah." Then he'll be like, "Oh, well, I drive a such and such." You know, they like to volunteer all that information. You just have to fish for it. Okay. Just talk about what you want them to talk about. Usually, people that are trying to gain your affection or liking will mirror you. Mhm. You said don't date men with young kids. It seems like everybody got young kids and multiple baby mamas. What to do? Date older men. Now they kids grown. Baby mamas got arthritis, so you good. Go older, baby. You have to deal with that. Y'all just trying to date them young men. Y'all gonna be dating them young men with them young kids, with them young baby mamas who still think they together, who probably are still together when he mad at you anyway. So go older. When you go older, everybody already grown and got their own jobs and money and done. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Ow, the cat bit my leg. She want attention. Velveeta, come on. Come on, Velveeta, Velveeta. They want to see you. Come on. I don't have any snacks, so she ain't finna. Come on. Gotcha. Here's Velveeta. Y'all see? Say hi. You're on the screen. Yes. You like those lights? Mhm. Yeah. That's a good baby. And getting a pet is another way to detach from someone and feel less lonely. Because look, you can call you like a baby. Yeah, she's a good baby. And see, wow, look at this thing. Look at this precious thing. Could you ever be lonely? Yes. Well, get a dog if you're a dog person. A cat, if you're a cat person. Look. You want to go out? Um, what's my zodiac? I'm a Pisces. Pisces power. And I have fur on my face. Don't attach to anyone you're dating. No. Attach to their bank account and their wallet, but not to them emotionally. You know, you ever notice how people that don't attach emotionally get the most? Because that person is continuously trying to earn your affection and your emotion. And they're going to keep trying over and over and over until they finally get it. But that'll be like after they done spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time, bought you a ring, A, B, C, and D. So never fully attached to any person. Just act like you could take them or leave them, and they're lucky to be around you. And you're not just Google Gaga all over them. You can compliment them. You can give them gratitude and compliments, but you never act like they got you. You never act like you can't just go get someone else to replace them. You always have to act like um, you appreciate them, but you have no problem doing something else. Okay. And after you get married and stuff, then you can slowly start building that attachment, but always still be 50%, 45%, 35% detached, because marriage don't mean that you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life either. So you never really fully attach to any man. Attachment to children is understandable because that is your child, but not to a man. You see, that's too much. Okay. Marriage is a business contract. It's kind of like getting attached to a career or a job that you can lose at any moment if they have layoffs. If somebody lies on you and you get fired, then what? You know, never fully attach. That will help you to detach easier. If you detach easy, then you have no problem being optimistic about your future either. How do you attract the life you want? by acting like you deserve the life you want, living as if the life you want is expected and on the way. Um, if you want to marry up, if you want not to work and stay home and all that kind of stuff, then act like that, dress like that, speak like that, be that. And whoever you start dating and running into, they're not going to be looking for, somebody who's not that, because that's exactly what you're presenting, you know. Like on your, oh, well, what do you want to do? Or what do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, I see myself at home being a housewife, taking care of the children and, making sure the house is beautiful and blah, 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 blah. Don't say clean, say beautiful. That means decor. And if they share that vision, they'll keep you in their life. If they don't share that vision, then no one wastes time. But you need to live it, breathe it, say it, envision it, and deal with people that can take that. Right. Get some hobbies. How to get friendly sugar daddy to pay an allowance for going out to do fun stuff. Say it's for something else, babe. Make up a bill, and that's your spending money. Okay. Will give you money if they feel it's useful and that they're contributing to you, and but not just to throw away. Mhm. Thank you, Tiara. This guy and I have been talking for months and months, and finally time to meet. What do I do? I suspect that he's being cheap on the hotel already. Bad sign. Girl, Tiara, the whole thing is a bad sign, baby. You haven't met him yet, but you're going to meet him at the hotel. That's already bad. I hope you are very young and that you just don't know. But you need to be meeting him at a fine dining establishment next to perhaps a shopping center or a nice mall. You need to be meeting him where there's probably valet parking and making him spend money. You don't need to be meeting him at a hotel, okay? Because you don't want that to be the last time you see that man or ruin any potential of him giving you money in the future. So you don't do that. hmm Sprinkle, sprinkle, though, you don't do that because in his mind, if you do that, you meet him at a hotel and you take cheap stuff, that means you do that with everyone. And so after he's finished with you, he's going to discard you because you do that with everyone in his mind. So don't do that. Um, we need a level up meter. Shira, I heard that inflicting emotional pain on a man makes him more attached to you. Is this true? Um, well, if you make them emotionally feel like, you know, yeah, I mean, that's true. You got it. I think I have a video about that years ago, but yeah, that's true. Okay, for the new ladies, I guess I'll have to say this again. For the new ladies that are trying to level up, being offered a plane ticket is not a compliment. Okay. Flying someone out is not a compliment. It's still in a compliment. If it's a weekend and he's already spent money and he's giving you money, and perhaps if you haven't slept with him yet, if you're getting separate bedrooms in the hotel, I mean, this should be, you should be getting shopping, you should be getting compensating for uh, dogs that you probably don't have being boarded. You should be milking the most out of it. And right, because you can take a trip with your friend or by yourself. You don't need him. It's just a plane ticket and a hotel. You can go to Expedia.com and get that. Thank you, Brain Labyrinth. Can you answer my question? She wrote posted below. Okay, let me look for it. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Um, I'm trying to see the comment. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Okay. I've been supporting us and building our company. Wrong move. And I know it will pay off. So it has not really been 50-50. What? I've been paying most of the bills. Girl, I'm so sorry for you. Mm, well, you know, I would never, ever work with a man, start a company with a man, pay 50% of nothing. I don't care if it's going to pay off or not. It's going to always pay off because I ain't never going to have to pay nothing. I'm just be getting paid. You see? So when you put your money up, what you're telling that man is, I am a, I am equal to you. I'm your partner. I will help you. And blah, 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 blah. It's not saying I am a woman, I am feminine. I need you to provide and protect me and make sure that, I'm happy and satisfied with this relationship. It means none of that. So I would never do that. It's not smart at all. It's actually what's going to probably end your relationship in the future. So, mm, I don't know. Have you been You have to be super girly feminine for a Pisces man to work. Definition. What? Lindsay, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Right. I guess the best way to get out of that is to sell him your side of the company and see if he'll buy it or sell it to someone else. Okay. And then start your own business by yourself. Mm, that's what I do. I sell it to somebody or him, and take that money and buy my own stuff. Hmm. Without the workers, you can't have a company. Hmm. Why are these young guys so emotional and needy? They always want a mom. It's so pathetic. Because they're not done being raised, baby. That's why you got to get an old man. The young man, they ain't gonna do right. They're too young. They don't know any better. My thoughts on dating sites. People will treat you as if you are there for their pleasure. Um, I think they take you more seriously if you meet in person. Otherwise, they'll be asking you, oh, for sex faster if they meet you on a dating site. Because that's what they think it's for most of the time. You'll be like, oh yeah, she looks like someone that I would want to be, intimate with. I wonder how many dates it's gonna take me to get her. So, you know, I'm taken out for all meals plus entertainment on the weekends starting. Good. Men have all the privilege in the world and they still need the help of a woman. Pathetic. Wow. Well, I think men feel as I think men feel as if it's unfair and they want to be equal to a woman because they feel like we have equal rights by law. So they want equal rights by dating, but they forgot one thing. They forgot one thing though, that men want a woman more than a woman actually wants a man. So the demand is different. So they got to put in more effort, you know. The demand is high. So it's not equal because the demand is so high on our side. It will never be equal because the demand is too high. So when your demand outweighs our demand, then we're equals. Okay. Before that, we will never be equal if our demand is higher. We will always be more valuable. Okay. That's just how it is. If you want to be on a dating site, be on a dating site. When someone asks you, for sex on a first or second date, don't be surprised. Okay. Okay. Thank you for answering that live in very small town. Oh, okay. She was says to oh yeah. Dating sites, it's just like they're just looking for one thing on there. I'm a Pisces and I managed to be less emotional and attached. Right. It's easy because I think Pisces are good at cutting things off and turning them back on when they feel like it. Hmm. You mean the demand for feminine women, right? Yeah. Feminine women, you're right. Thank you. A friend of mine is a nurse. She helped her husband. Ugh. I don't even want to read this dusty story. Um, I was getting depressed right there. Okay. I have the movie, but it's good. Oh, y'all are talking to each other. So, yeah, detach from the idea that you guys are equal as well. Detach from that idea. Don't get attached to the idea that you owe somebody something or you are a man's equal because you are not a man's equal. Okay. If you stood up right now next to whatever man, you know, you was going to date and some kidnappers came and they had to bid on who they were going to kidnap, you would win. Okay. If some scientists came and had to bid on you between you and a man, they gonna take you. You always gonna get bought first. The modeling agency came, or a car company, or any advertisement company came, and you have to pay someone to do your advertising ad. They might take the woman. Okay, if so, it's always going to be more in demand. That's why you all need to pay. Okay. So we aren't equal. We don't split checks. We don't do none of that because A woman's value is higher. And so you have to acknowledge that and act accordingly. That's just what it is. What do you do in a small town where everybody knows everyone? Get out of that small town and go to another town and date, or date the richest one there. I hope it works out. No 50-50. You don't do 50-50 if you know your value. Any woman that's doing 50-50, they don't know their value. You know why? Even if that man asks you to do 50-50, which sometimes a guy will test you. Don't worry about passing no test. Say, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't do that. Okay. It's not a test. It's a test on how you keep your standards high. Right. The test is how bad do you want to stoop in order to be with some man who has less value than you? That's pretty dumb, right? And I'm not saying a man has less value as a person. I'm saying a man has less value as a mm, presence, as a presence. There are people pay women to sit in their presence, not men. Okay. Very few. So you have to understand that on that level. They try to pass laws so men can marry women at certain ages that are below the age of 18. They're trying to pass laws for, what women can do because we're the most important. Thank you, Craig, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have to understand that your value is high and don't settle for less. That's it. You honestly are the best. I love you. Oh, thank you. Blessed. Innovates. So I tell them I'm not coming out if it's not worth my time. I'm still having sex either. I'm still not having sex either. Yeah, never. Mm, the issue is men nowadays believe in 50-50. Like a friend said he okay with the wife working if she makes more money than him. Well, because he's the woman. When you want to be equal to a woman, you feel like you deserve the same things as a woman. Okay. When you want to be equal to a woman, it means you start to feel like you are the prize. And that's where things need to change. Thank you, Divin. Happy autumn, Shira. Do Aries women give off more intense energy than any other sign? Is there a disposition that we have? Yeah, y'all talk too much and y'all give off too much energy and y'all be mad too much. The whole thing about signs is that no matter what sign you're born under, you can always control your emotions. Okay, because when people go to act, act out a role, they know how to act accordingly. When you go to a job interview, you know how to act accordingly. When your personality starts to take over, you know how to correct it. It's all about self-discipline. Okay. So we can't use our signs as an excuse anymore. Hmm. Work on your negatives. If you're going to do anything with your zodiac, work on the negatives. Okay. So I was saying that any man who wants to do 50-50 with you is wanting to be on the same level as a woman. Okay. And if you want to be on the same level as a woman, then why do we need you? Think about that for a second. If a man wants to be on the same level as you, why do we need you? What can you do for us? Why do we need the same thing that we already are. Okay. We need the opposite. I missed the donation. Oh, thank you, Craig Wright. Thank you, Divin in. I think I got them all right. Let me scroll back up because I sometimes they don't show up. It's weird. I only see Divin and Craig. So y'all need to say, okay. So never build a company with somebody. No, hell no, unless it's my kids, because I'm gonna leave it to them anyway. I would never build a company with no type of man that I am in a relationship with. Never. Ever, ever, ever. I will build a company with my children and leave it to them. But I'm not building with no dude. I am not Bob the Builder. I ain't got no tool belt. I'm not finna be no man's partner. Either I'm the wife and you take care of me, or we can't be together. You know, if someone has talked you into, because this is what men are really good at, convincing a woman of something, convincing a woman to do something so that they can uh, have some financial help from a woman because they can't do it on their own. You know, you could never have a man convince me to give any amount of money to him or his business, or even if my name is on the business, I'm taking it off and start my own business. Why? Because that's not what marriage is. Okay. That's not what a relationship is. It shouldn't be based on if you're going to start a business with him or not. It should be based on, do you love me enough to pay all my bills and get this business up by yourself to take care of me and maybe our future family? Okay. That's love. Not coming to somebody's rescue and helping a grown man that's supposed to be helping you. Okay. So I can't agree with that. Hmm. Leveling up on a tight budget, girl. I don't think you need to be worried about surgery if you're on a tight budget, though. You need to work with what you got. Hit them thrift stores and that Dollar Tree, baby. They got Elf products, Wet and Wild. You can do something with that till you get some money. So, sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all. Any recommendations for Capricorn women? I'm not really into the signs like that, but you can build yourself and your career or your business upon someone else. Find a good investor of a man. Right. Okay. How to make a guy marry you fast for a green card. That's kind of hard. If you lie and say you're pregnant, that might speed things along. Um, if you pick the right target, you could definitely get it. Go find the oldest, ugliest thing you can find walking. Shoot, find somebody in a wheelchair if you need to. um, anyway, I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot now. Ugh, I hate that. Um, oh well, maybe it'll come back to me later. Yeah, I need to go on my other channel in a few minutes. I'm gonna be on here 5 more minutes, hopefully. Then I can go to my other channel. Shira. Hold on, I saw something. I'm gonna go back. Says don't get emotionally attached, stop caring, stop reacting, right? I know it's hard to do for women, but think of it as um, ensuring better treatment for yourself. Think of it as ensuring the interest is going to keep coming. Think of it as always having the upper hand. Okay. Think of it as keeping power. And as long as you keep that power, you can pretty much get what you want. If you give away that power, you pretty much not going to get nothing. So, what's the best? What? How do I write me through my Etsy store? The link is below. It's a Dark Realm on Etsy. If you want to book a consultation, serious inquiries only. Okay, because can so should you post your other dates on? No, you can stay off that social media. Ugh. You should have a whole nother social media that you give people that you're actually dating. It should be full of puppy cats and dogs and stupid stuff. It should be an alias, you know. Um, right. I tell them I don't got what. Oh, y'all talking to each other. I work in a casino as a dealer. Meet rich man daily. How do I snag one of them? I don't know. I don't know how they view dealers. You know, I don't know. Look extra cute. Compliment them a lot. See if they give you some good tips. Can't they tip you? Thank you, Kenya Robinson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Many congratulations over your 100K subscribers. I'm also inspired by the information you shared. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you too. Um, I never realized how unfeminine that is to ask a man. I have what? Okay. Sure, I got birthday party in a rich area of London. What kind of dress? Girl, I don't live in London. I don't know the weather there. I don't know the style there. I say, if you want a rich man, look like a rich man's wife. That's the kind of dress you wear. What the rich man's wives be wearing, or they mistresses. That's what you wear. Because you know it's still hot where I live. Where I live, so I don't know. What if he pays for all the bills? So good for you. What I think about dating African men? Um, I mean, I've dated a few. They're fun. They spend money. Go ahead. I don't have nothing. I don't really have anything negative to say about dating African dudes. So you know, have fun. They spend good targets. I have good sugar daddy for 2 years plus, but like you always teach us, I'm looking for number two now. And what kind of business should I start? I'm lost help. Okay, blessed. That's something that you have to figure out. You can't start a business and be successful if you don't even like it or if you're not even into it. You got to figure out what you love and figure out how to get paid by it. Okay? Sit in a room with a notebook, write down all the things you love and figure out how you can get paid by it, and then start your business. Okay. Don't worry about what makes money and what don't. If you love something and you would do it for free, it's gonna make money. Because every day that you do it, you're not even gonna seem like you're working. And when the money comes in, it's almost like free money. So just do what you love and stop thinking about starting a business as something so, you know, challenging. Do something that you love and just get paid for it. That's it. Hmm. Did I miss a donation? Sometimes I can't see them up here, you know, but thank you, whoever donated. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I read Kenya's. Yeah, I got that one. Thank you. Um, what's your key to confidence? Also, I noticed my level up is stalling. What does that mean? Um, my key to confidence is feeling like I am a goddess, you know, acting like it, feeling like it, expecting to be treated like one. I mean, it's all in your mind. All of it is in your mind. People will treat you how you act. Know thyself. That's it. You know, think about this. And I always use this analogy. Act like you just found out that you were royalty and, you were the heir to the throne of some country and, um, you know, whatever, and you have titles. Walk around like that. That's how you got to do, right? And when you walk around like that, people wonder who you are. Oh, who is that? Oh, look how she carries herself. She must be special. That's how you got to walk. And I always tell people to go people watch. Go to a poor neighborhood and go to a rich neighborhood and people watch. See how broke people walk, see how rich people walk. See how happy people walk, see how stressed people walk. You will notice a huge difference. Thank you, Accelerate Your Leadership. My boyfriend of over a year and a half is now asking that I pay for food, oh Lord, in the house and pay a bill here and there. I'm planning to move out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, so why does it start now? Did he lose a job? Is he getting less hours? Why does he all of a sudden need your money? And he was covering it before. Does it mean he's getting too comfortable? Are you getting too comfortable? You over there cooking and cleaning? Hmm? If you over there cooking and cleaning, you better go on strike, and because that's his payment. If you cooking and cleaning and doing all that, he asking you to buy food and pay for stuff. Then he's got a live-in maid and a roommate, baby. The heck, he got a live-in maid and a roommate and a chef. He's lucky. He's a lucky man. Um, if you pay any bill in that house and buy any food up in that house, make sure you don't cook the food. Buy the groceries, but don't cook the food. Pay the water bill, which is the cheapest bill, and cut him off in the bedroom so he can get in that shower and do what he need to do, and the water is paid for. But you need to cut him off and stop cooking and cleaning for him. Don't do no laundry. Do your own laundry. Buy your own food. Eat what you want. Let him cook his own food, wash his own clothes, and handle himself. Okay. Okay. Hi, Shira. By any chance, do you recall the name of the videos regarding inflicting pain? I don't remember the name, baby. Basically, you just have to bruise their ego. They'll be trying to prove the opposite. You know. Well, I understand if you're going through financial issues right now. It's okay. I'll figure it out. If they have money, the worst thing that they want you to think is that they're broke. That's going to bruise their ego and they're going to lose respect, or they feel like they're going to lose your respect. So they'll most likely give you what you've asked for if you bruise their ego with saying something like, oh, well, you must be going through some financial issues. You could have just told me, you know? When were you in love with James at first when y'all first started? How do you be in love with somebody you just met? Because y'all need to tell me. Okay. I don't think I don't think a man is in love with a woman when he first meet her. So why should I be in love with a man when I first meet him? How you doing? No, no one is in love with each other when they first meet. No one falls in love until somebody shows and proves that they're willing to love them first, and then they grow in love. And I always say this: you don't fall, you grow. You earn love, you grow love. You don't fall in love and work backwards. Some of y'all need to start doing that. Hmm. What if you do if you have dead parents and a man expects you to use your inheritance to pay for such things as the wedding? Go to the courthouse and get married for free? Look, go to the courthouse, get married for free, and keep your money, baby. If you want a wedding, um, go to the thrift store, buy you a wedding dress, have a cheap wedding. Just hire a good photographer and put them filters on, and it looks expensive. Ah, have it outside in the backyard or something, child. But as long as you get, first of all, I wouldn't be marrying no man that's asking me to pay for anything. First of all, if a man is asking you to pay for your own wedding, then he don't need to be the groom, darling. If he can't afford to marry you, bounce. Thank you, whoever gave me 777. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes these things don't pop up on here. I'm so sorry. I just love you, Shira. You keep it real and unbelievable. How was my wedding? I got married on a yacht. Yes, by a captain. And I didn't pay for it a thing. I was the guest of honor. Yes. Mhm. You know, you're the guest of honor. Everybody stops when you walk into the room. Yep. He paid for everything, baby. That's why you marrying him. Thank you, segment. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If your parents would like to pay for something, that's great. If they would like to gift you money, that's great. But whatever that they're not paying for, the man need to handle that. Okay. If he gives you a budget, try to stay within the budget, but he do need to pay. You want to kiss your girlfriend, but you don't know how to, please go watch some videos. I can't teach you how to kiss. You just put your lips on it and smack. Um, I'm not paying one dime for my wedding. Good. Y'all don't ask for advice. Y'all actually want to be told how to think. Thank you. But like seriously, ask yourselves, why would you want to spend the rest of your life with a man who will not pay for my drink fell, who will not pay for you? You know? Uh, That means you like him more than he likes you. And that's not good because you're not going to get the right treatment. He's going to take you for granted, and then your value is going to go down to him. You need to be marrying someone who is going to pay for everything and values you a lot. So That's first off. Marriage is not an accomplishment unless that man is paying for everything and you getting exactly what you want out of that life. Okay. Marriage is not an accomplishment unless that man is paying for everything and you are getting the exact lifestyle that you desire. Otherwise, don't brag on being married because you're not really someone's wife, you're someone's business partner. Okay. Thank you, Super Nifty Susie. Hi, Shira. I was dating a wealthy 49-year-old who wants to go out on Sundays. Is that a red flag? Who only want to go out on Sundays. Girl, he probably work on Saturday. Or got to see his other woman on Saturday. Girl, I don't know. It's a red flag unless if he not giving you money. If he only want to meet on Sunday and that money is coming, sounds good to me. Thank you, Numi. I have two small kids. Can I demand the same? Yep. As long as they don't know you got two small kids, baby. You don't have to tell them. Men don't need to know you have kids unless they're ready to be the stepdad. If he ain't ready to be the stepdaddy, if he's not into you like that, if he hasn't gotten to know you, even want to have date 2 and 3, why do you have to tell him about your kids? Don't do that. They don't need to know. So if I tell a guy that I don't want to sleep with him because he's disgusting, will I hurt his ego? No. You'll just tell him, you'll just end everything. That's a bad move. Don't do that. What if some man told you that he didn't want to give you money because you're not worth it? That's the same thing. If you told him that, it's the same thing. It's like you're not worth giving any money to. In fact, you should be paying on these dates. That's the equivalent. So it's just going to drive him away. Mhm. I love your boho vintage style. Do you think that ladies can attract men with this kind of style? No. Thank you, Anna Meads. How do I deal with my sugar daddy? He's almost deaf, dumb, and blind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He gives me over 10 G's a month. He wants to marry me. How do I do not want to. If he deaf, dumb, and blind, you can hire somebody to sit with him and pretend to be you, and you can reap the benefits of being married still. Girl, you better get that money if he got money. Get the ring first before get the ring. Marriage, he can't stop you if he deaf, dumb, and blind. He can't stop you from doing what you need to do. Get the ring, girl. Get the ring. You know what people do in these cases? They have parties every weekend. They invite friends over, so you're never alone. You pour him a little drink so he's knocked out and sleep. You tire him out the whole day by walking around and being in the hot sun and get him tired and just be done. That's your house now, girl. Mm, I want to move to San Francisco to increase my dating options. I have no money. How do I survive and where should I live? Why don't you first start to visit there? Maybe go there on a weekend and see if it's even really what you want to do. Right. And once you get a taste of it and you feel like that's where you want to move, you need to start saving up, get a job, save up, or find a sugar daddy that already live there. Find one online, a ugly, gross one. Tell him you want to move there. See if he can get you an apartment. Thank you, Numi Nunez. He knows and provides. I want to quit my job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good. Quit. Does money mean true, full happiness? No, it means freedom to pursue your happiness. Thank you, Super Nifty Susie. Are Sundays considered bad date days? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, any man giving you money and spending time with you is not a bad date. Any man that is a sugar daddy who is not your husband, boyfriend, or significant other is good. If you ain't getting no money, then you know why are you dating? Just for fun? Okay, go for the free meal. Go to the most expensive places. Do what you got to do on Sunday. But if you're trying to get serious with this man and he's only giving you a Sunday, he's not trying to get serious with you. Okay. Take the hint and the clue. Do you have any other tips on freestyling at the hospital? Mm. Freestyling at the hospital, asking directions, act lost all the time. You see a doctor, act lost. Um, so what if some women are asking the same dumb questions? Some of them are honestly don't know how to date. Right. You're with your high school sweetheart. He gives me 70% of what he earns. I work 1 hour a day for my parents' business. I got to keep all my money for myself and all the leftover money from him. Is that good? Yeah. Sound like you getting what you want. Here's my question though. How much is 70% of his check? And could you be getting more from somebody else? And do you plan on staying with him forever? Because eventually he's going to get curious about other women. That's my concern with high school sweethearts. Right. Thank you, Marie Jones. Sorry, Marie Jones. Want to move from LA to Houston. No good men here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sorry, girl. You right. Or try moving to a smaller town in California or in another state. I mean, you can come to Houston, but I think that it's a drastic move. It's very different than LA. Hmm. Someone says go to Northern California. Houston has old money. Dallas has new money. Get that oil money. I cannot ask my question, but others ask about blind men with money. That was your chance right there, Melanie. And I oop. New me, Atlanta, good or bad? Bad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where are good places to freestyle in Houston? River Oaks, Uptown, Galleria, Woodlands, any place that has valet parking and yeah, it's like pretty much all the rich areas. What about hurricanes? Either get you a high rise, build on a third floor, or move to the outskirts of Houston. I live on the outskirts. That's why I never get flooded. I live in the suburbs, like 15 minutes outside of Houston. I'm dating a military doctor. Do you have any tips on trying to get him to marry me? Fake pregnancy? If you're in the military and you get married, I think you get more money. So just let them know that you're interested in something long term and see. Most of the time, those guys in the military will try to get married because they can get more money. Mhm. Do you know any places in Austin? Please help. Um, yeah, I'm upstairs. Well, Austin is full of politicians, um, and musicians and hippies and college students. So, I mean, go for the politicians. There's lots of millionaires there too. Um, it's fun town. It's kind of like you don't really know who is who because everybody's so laid back. But there's like a really nice lake, and people have boats that got on the shore, in the hills, in the mountains. The ones with the money hang out around there. I love Austin. I was thinking about moving there when I got old. Sure, your hair is growing so fast. Yeah. What gets a man addicted to a woman? When a woman never gives them what they want, baby. The chase. Think about this. If a man could get whatever he wanted from his last woman, but you're a challenge, but he really wants you, he's going to work until he figures out how to get you. That's what's going to make him addicted. He's going to be addicted to how to get you addicted to him. Mhm. That's why you never attach, because that will keep it going forever and ever. What am I going to be for Halloween, girl? I don't know. I haven't even thought about Halloween costumes. Well, I don't know. What do you think I should be? I was a witch. I was a nun, vampire, um, kid leader, a skull. Oh, she messed up the little gate. Be Morticia. Hi, Kit Lisha. Hey, girl. A golden goddess or a cat. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Michael Jackson. I've been Michael Jackson so many times for Halloween. I was already a magician when I was in elementary. No, I was the nun, like from the horror movie. Had the makeup. Zombie MJ. Ooh, I was thinking about being Zombie MJ too. You was reading my mind, girl. A dusty. Nope. I don't even play like that. Mm, Captain EO. Remind me of my ex. Meet new people. Any idea? Reminded of ex when meet new people. Any tips? Um, Act like your ex is dead. Have his funeral. Print up an obituary online with his picture on it. Act like you've been widowed and now you have to move on. Um, you can't think about somebody who don't want you anymore, baby. He ain't thinking about you. Why are you giving him time in your head? Thank you, Erica Mines. How do you get the ring faster? I've been with my boyfriend for a year. That ain't long enough. And want to be engaged. Should I pretend that other men to get the ring? Should I pretend that? No, you don't do that. Um, First of all, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I don't know if you live with this man or if you're just dating this man. Okay. After 1 year, it depends on how old he is. Men don't want to rush into marriage at a young age. So that all depends. You can't get the ring fast from anybody young under 45. They're going to make you wait. If you date somebody over that age, your chances are higher of getting the ring faster. Um, so, new me. I live in Atlanta. Do I move online? But you say no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, the things that I've heard about Atlanta, it's not a good place to date. I mean, some people can compete, but it's not a really good place to date. Like, don't you hear the stories? Don't you live there? Don't you understand that it's too much? You need to go somewhere where not everybody is, used to seeing a woman that's leveled up. You need to go somewhere where there's less competition. Um, you know, make it easier on yourself. Right. Make it go to the outskirts. Go to the small towns surrounding Atlanta. Hmm. Does the fact that he's asking me out on Sundays bad news? What if he asked you out on Monday? Would that be better? Basically, you get 1 day a week, take it or leave it, and get his money. Okay. Listen to what he's trying to tell you. You get 1 day a week. If you're not getting any money, then you're just probably getting free food. If you like getting free food on Sundays, continue. If you're not getting any bills paid, any money, any shopping, and you feel like he's only seeing you on Sunday because he's hiding something, well, that's what a sugar daddy does, baby. They hide stuff. They give you 1 day a week and they throw you some change. When you realize what a sugar daddy is, it won't matter because you'll have three or four for Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Okay. So understand that because he probably has one for every day of the week, too. Nobody can trick you into your pants. You control that, right? Yeah. Nobody can trick you. You don't owe anybody anything but thank you. Okay. That's enough. Thank you. Otherwise, right. You don't People are always nervous. Huh, I want to level up and date older man or men because they're gonna want something from it. Don't matter what you want. You can want a mansion. Does that mean you're gonna get it? You can want a Ferrari. Does that mean you're gonna get it? They can want all they want. While they're wanting, you can be getting paid. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and go to my other channel. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Everybody who donated. If you want to thumbs up as a donation, I'll take that too. Thumbs up the video. Um, thank you. Thank you, Melanated Glamazon. I gotta take this last question because she did donate. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm taking your advice and dating older men. Literally the best advice ever. Also, losing weight helps too. I'm down 50 pounds at 5'9". Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you again. That was a double one. Thank you. Well, that's great. 50 pounds is a lot. You did that. Yes, older men will take care of the bill and you and stuff some money in your purse. So, y'all need to figure that out before it's too late. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Bye.